Every scene you're about to watch was created with pixai, and it's the exact same character in every single shot.
Kale, today it ends.
You're still chasing the wrong enemy.
Save your lies. Is this finally over?
I wish it were.
Everything you just watched took me less than 10 minutes to create, and I did it completely free. I didn't have to switch between 5 different AI tools either. Everything happened inside a single browser tab. If you've ever tried making AI anime videos, you already know the biggest problem. Every new scene gives you a completely different character. This workflow fixes that. After testing dozens of different methods, I finally found a simple 6-step process that keeps your characters consistent from the first scene to the last. Today, I'll show you exactly how to use it. Before we start generating anything, I always do one thing first. I start with the story. A lot of people jump straight into image generation, but that's usually why their anime ends up feeling random. Instead, I want the entire project planned out before I create a single image. And don't worry about writing a bunch of complicated prompts. To make this easier, I've already built a complete prompt template that does almost everything for me. When I paste it into ChatGPT, it automatically creates the story, the characters, the environments, the scene image prompts, and even the video prompts we'll use later for animation. And yes, if you want this exact prompt, you'll find it in the description. Now that we have the story and all the prompts ready, we can move to the part that usually breaks most AI anime projects: character consistency. Let's fix that. For this part, we're using pixai. Pixai is a platform built specifically for anime-style creation. Instead of trying to adapt a general-purpose AI model, everything here is focused on anime generation, character consistency, and creator workflows. One thing I like is that pixai gives you 10,000 free credits every day, so you can freely test different models and styles. Now let's create our first character. Click here, and it opens the generation panel. I'm going to paste my first character prompt right here. Then I'll enable Prompt Helper. This helps structure the prompt automatically and usually gives cleaner results. And if you ever need inspiration, pixai also lets you browse other creators' prompts and settings and remix them directly. Next, let's choose a style preset. There are a lot of them available here. You can scroll through and experiment with different looks depending on the type of anime you're creating. For this example, I'm going with retro glam anime. Now for the model, I'm selecting Tsubaki 2. This is pixai's newest anime model, and it's specifically designed for high-quality anime generation. It also comes with more than 35 style presets and multiple quality modes. Next is the mode. For quick testing, light works great. Standard and Pro are excellent for higher quality generations. I'm going with Ultra here because I want the best possible result for the main character. You can also add a Laura if you want extra styling or stronger colors. Now let's set the aspect ratio to 3:4 and resolution. Since we're creating character references right now, I want to clearly see the character's full appearance. Everything looks good. Let's hit generate, and there we go. Just look at the details. The hairstyle is clean, the facial features are sharp, the accessories are clearly separated. Even the clothing layers are easy to read. Those small details matter because they'll help us keep the character recognizable later when we start creating scenes and animations. This is also one reason I like using Tsubaki 2. Now I'm going to repeat the exact same process for the rest of my characters. And just like that, all 3 characters are finished. Take a look. Each one has a unique design, but they all have the level of detail we'll need for a consistent story. Now, honestly, creating the characters is the easy part. The real challenge is making sure the world around them stays consistent too. Because if the background changes every scene, the story starts feeling disconnected, even if the character looks perfect. So now we're going to create all the main locations that appear multiple times throughout the story. The process is almost exactly the same. I'll paste my environment prompt. Keep using Tsubaki 2. Choose my preferred style. And this time, I'll switch the aspect ratio to 16:9 since we're creating cinematic scenes for a video, then hit generate. That's important because later we'll use it as a reference image to maintain consistency. I'm going to repeat this for all the recurring locations in my story. And there we go. Now we have our characters and environment. The next step is where things get really interesting, because up until now, we've only created building blocks, characters, and environments. Now we're going to combine them into actual scenes from our story. For this part, we're using pixai.art Pro, and this is one of my favorite parts of the workflow. Because instead of describing the same character and location over and over again in every prompt, we're going to use reference images. Let's start with scene 1. I'll check my scene prompt. This scene says character A is at location A, and character B is also in the scene. So first, I'll upload character A as a reference image. Then I'll upload location A as another reference image. And since character B also appears in this scene, I'll upload that as well. Pixai.art Pro actually supports up to 4 reference images at once, which gives you a lot of control when building scenes. Now I'll paste the scene prompt. Then set the resolution to 2K, aspect ratio to 16:9, quality to ultra, and hit generate. And look at that, everything is being pulled together exactly the way we planned it. Notice how the character still looks like the one we generated earlier. And the environment still matches the location reference we created in the previous step. That's exactly what we want. I'm going to repeat this process for the remaining scenes, and after doing that for all the story moments, this is what we get. A complete sequence of scene images. Every scene uses the correct character and correct environment, and that's what makes the final animation look so much more believable. Now comes the part everyone has been waiting for. Turning these static images into actual anime scenes. And honestly, this is where the whole project starts feeling alive. So let's jump into the video section. You'll notice the interface is pretty straightforward. Since all our scene images are already finished, we can use them directly as the starting point for animation. For this first scene, I'm selecting V4.0 Preview. This is Pixai's latest image-to-video model. It supports cinematic camera controls, native voice generation, and clips up to 15 seconds long, so it understands much more than just the first frame. Let's upload our first scene image. Then I'll paste the video prompt that was generated earlier. Now, if you want, you can also add dialogue. And this is actually pretty cool, because V4.0 can generate the voice directly inside the workflow. So you don't need to jump into another tool just to add a voice line. I'll paste a short dialogue, select English as the language, and let's generate it. And there we go.
You're still chasing the wrong enemy.
Save your lies.
Just look at that. The camera movement immediately makes the scene feel more cinematic. The character still looks like the same person we created earlier. The environment is still recognizable. And if you listen closely, the voice is synced directly to the animation. But here's something useful if you're testing ideas and don't want to spend too many credits. Let me show you this. Instead of V4.0 Preview, I'm selecting V4.0 Light Preview. Light uses fewer credits, which makes it great for experimenting with different prompts and scene ideas. Generate the clip, and honestly, the quality is still surprisingly good.
Is this finally over?
I wish it were.
For testing and iteration, Light is a really solid option, and this is probably my favorite moment in the entire workflow. This started as a single image, and now it's a moving anime scene with camera motion, voice, and character performance. That's honestly pretty impressive.
You were never my enemy.
Now we just need to put everything together. For that, I'm simply opening CapCut and importing all the clips we generated. I'll arrange the scenes according to the story and use a few simple transitions to make everything flow smoothly. And once that's done, here's the final result.
Kale, today it ends.
You're still chasing the wrong enemy.
Save your lies. Is this finally over?
I wish it were.
Leia, move!
You're safe now.
Why would you save me?
Because you were never my enemy. Kale's breathing is shaky.
Now that you've served your purpose, both of you will disappear.
Everything the kingdom believes is a lie.
I'll tell them the truth. I promise. I'm sorry. I never understood. I won't let history remember you as the villain.
Result. So if you're mainly focused on creating original anime characters, if you're creating shorts, TikToks, or short anime clips, then V4 Preview is where things get really exciting because that's where your images start coming to life. And if you're like me and hate constantly switching between different websites and tools, the biggest advantage here is having everything in one place. Pixai currently serves more than 4 million monthly active users, has over 13 million downloads, and gives 10,000 free credits every day. So you can actually try the whole Pixai flow for free. Links in the description. And before you go, let me know in the comments, which framework was the most useful for you? Character consistency or the animation? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Already give you a really strong workflow, and Edit Pro alone, honestly, Tsubaki.2